It's time to make a big leap in your editing. This is going to change everything. Let's go. Okay, we're going to be doing a couple of things today. Last time we were looking at all the tools that were along the middle bar. Well, I missed a couple because I didn't hit an appropriate clip to bring up those options. So we're going to go over those and take care of those. They're fun, and we're going to take a look at that. But we're also going to be building a compound video, meaning multiple clips on top of each other that are playing simultaneously on the screen. And we're going to see how to do that and manipulate that. And that changes everything. That's how you do picture in picture, for example. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. You can even have yourself be in your own video with you. Both of you, all at the same time. That's probably going to come on a different video. We'll do that later. But we're going to get into the basics of how to stack different clips on top of each other so that they're supporting each other. I've put in some clips in here just so we'd have something to play with. And we're going to put this one in first as the starting off clip. And we're going to put this one in. Well, we're going to leave that one alone for right now. We're going to leave it. So we've got this clip up, and it's a talking head video. It doesn't matter what I'm saying. That isn't about video or the content of what this clip is. So what I wanted to show you is if you have a clip on here and you highlight it, and we go up to the middle bar, you're going to see we've already seen all of these. We can delete the clip. We can put a bookmark. We can freeze it. This is one of the ones that we missed. So freezing the clip, if I'm going along and I'm showing this and I want to freeze right there, I can hit freeze and it's going to just keep that shot on the screen for a while. What you can see is on this freeze, I can hit this and I can extend the freeze. And it's going to come back in at the very next frame. So no matter how long I make the freeze, it's going to start off at the next frame in that clip. So that can be a very helpful in lots of different ways. Now we're going to take it out right now because we're going to look at something else. Okay, so that was freeze frame. The next one is reverse. And what it's going to do is it's going to run the clip backwards. We're not going to run the reverse right now because it takes a little bit of time to render it. The program has to just turn everything around, and it's time consuming. But if you have a need for it, there it is. You can run the whole clip backwards. The next one is mirror image. So if you watch the clip, now I'm on the other side. Now I'm on the other side. Now I'm on the other side. So do that in a heartbeat. You can do it very quickly. That can be useful too. The next one is called rotate. And when I hit that, I'm going to rotate my frame in the picture. Now, this can be really useful. There are times that you may shoot a scene or a clip with the camera upside down. And when you bring it in, it's going to play it upside down. Not exactly what you were looking for. One of my early videos in this on this channel showed a clip of me walking, and it was just my feet walking. And the way I did it was hold my selfie stick down with the camera upside down, very close to the ground, and just shooting my feet. Worked great, but you got to flip it upside down when you bring it into your screen so that it appears right side up. So that's that. And the next one is cropping. Now we have other different ways of doing cropping, but if you want to crop the image, we can move things around. We can make it really tight, really narrow, do anything you want. And if I'd confirm that, this is what it would look like on the screen. That's cropping. And the next one that we're not doing that today. But anyway, those are the tools that I missed going across the middle bar. They're all fun. They're all useful and kind of quirky. So that's that. So the next thing that we're going to do is make these compound clips. Now this is huge, guys. This is how I do all my videos. But what we're doing here is we're going to take a clip and put it over a clip. So let me get started with this. I'm going to take this clip here and I'm going to put it down on a timeline right above the other one. Now, you see on my viewer, you can't see the old clip. It's disappeared. Here's the principle of that. Whatever clip is at the top is the one that's going to be visible on the screen. Okay? So, if I want to be able to see the other person that's on the screen, that guy, then I have to do something to make that happen. So here's one thing we can do. Here's the first thing. This is how you do picture-in-picture. We now have two images on the timeline, but we can only see one of them because they're the same size. But if I take this one and I make it a lot smaller, now I can have that up in this portion of the screen, and it can be a commentary on, I can be commentating on what is going on in that screen. This is a very typical scenario in a newscast or something like that, where they'll have the B-roll of the story up in the corner and the A-roll is going on in the foreground. So, very typical way to do it. Very useful, incredibly useful. Now, we can do some fun stuff with this. Now that we have this highlighted, I'm going to go here, and it says remove BG, which stands for background. We can do custom removals. We'll do that some other day. Chroma key means we're using a green screen. We didn't in this. I'm going to choose auto removal. Now, just so you know, below that, as you open each one of these up, you're going to have other options as well. But what we're going to do is just auto removal. And it's processing that. It takes a little time to get rid of the background and just leave the subject. So we'll come right back after it's finished rendering that. Okay, now it's finished rendering. And it doesn't look like it did much, but it did. Because behind me before was a curtain. Now that's gone. And I just have this little man. I can put him down here, like he happens to be looking in on the screen, and we'll get rid of that box now. Here we go. And that's what it would look like. Just a little mini-me hanging out, talking. You can have so much fun with this. I could take mini-me, and I could put me on my shoulder. There's so many things you can do with this. And you can get more and more refined about it. So hopefully this is going to get your mind going on different things you can do with this. Now that's just picture-in-picture right there. And we're going to bring it back to full size. Now what I'm doing here is I'm pressing Option, pushing down, and I just made an exact copy of the same clip. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the background again. So it's finally rendered and we've got the background removed. So we've made an exact copy of the previous clip. And they're right on top of each other. And both of these clips, the background has been removed. Now, the reason you don't see two of me is because the two clips are exactly the same. They're right on top of each other. But what if I took the one that we're on and resized it and moved it over here? Now we got two of us. Do you see what just happened? I took the clip that was hiding behind it, We separated it, changed its size, brought it down, and now we got a big me and a little me. Make sense? You can do that as many times as you want to. You can have 50 of you on there. This is a little tricky, but you can have a whole scene with yourself, sitting on the couch, talking to yourself. It gets complicated because you have to do the timing of what you're saying so that it makes sense going back and forth. It just takes a little bit of doing, but you can do it. You really can, and it's fun. So on here now, we've got two of me. Now they're just doing the same thing. Now, if this was a different clip, now all three of us are doing something different. Let me get him. He's kind of in the way, right? So let's get him pared down some. Let's put him on the other side. And now when we play it, these two aren't doing the same thing anymore. They're doing completely different activities. And start using your imagination about how you can use this. It's so much fun, guys. This is going to, boom, take off the whole way you express your videos. This is the key to doing so many things of interest, using multiple clips on top of each other and compounding the clip. And that's it. That's all we're going to do today, because this, if this doesn't excite you and get you fiddling around with your editor, I'm out of ideas. I just think this is so cool. It's so much fun. So get onto your computer and start playing around with this. You can play around with some of the clips that you have now, just like I've done here, and that's fun enough. But when you plan these things out and you plan the video and you have a vision of it, wow, the things that you can do, it is going to blow your mind. So get to your computer, grab some clips. I hope you got something out of this one. If you did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Guys, we're pushing 150 subscribers now. Let somebody know, pass it on to somebody else. Leave comments. Get involved with me. Tell me what I need to do to help you. This has been really Capcut oriented, but we're really about older people becoming creative and not giving up on their own creativity just because we're getting older. Let's stay alive. Let's stay doing stuff and saying stuff and letting people know that we were here. That's what this is. This is a record of us, and leave it behind. Some of this stuff is super simple. We're going to be talking about, coming up, we're going to be talking about a couple of different types of videos. This is a talking head, an instructional video, and we're going to show you, in a way, we just told you how we accomplish this. Basically, I'm doing this with recording my screen and then putting a little me over it. And these are the techniques that are used to do that. But we're going to talk about other types of videos that you may want to do. Like if you're going on an adventure, you're going to go and do something and you want to film that. How do you do that? How do you make it interesting and compelling and not just a boring home movie? You've seen those. So have I. I've taken them. Let's get better. Okay? So let me know what's going on. Leave comments, like, subscribe, tell friends. And until the next time, I will see ya.